Hello, this is Aaron from Shooting and Food for Thought. Today we're going to make some braised squirrel with broad beans and corn. Okay, so what we're going to need for this is 200 grams of sweet corn kernels, 150 grams of broad beans, 1 large chopped onion, 2 roughly diced carrots, 2 roughly diced celery sticks, 750 mils of game stock or chicken stock if you've not got game stock, 1 large chopped red pepper, 6 crushed or chopped garlic. I'm going to put half a red chili pepper in. This is optional, you don't have to put that in, I'm just putting it in because I like a little bit of spice. And then also we've got roughly 2 grey squirrels here. What I've done with these is I've soaked them overnight in some milk, because what that does is it renders a lot of the blood out, so it takes some of the gamey taste away, and also it tenderises the meat as well. So I left them overnight in some milk, a little bit of salt and pepper on. And then I took them out this morning and I've rinsed the milk off. Some cooking oil, some tomato puree, and then at the end we're going to use some corn flour, and we're also going to obviously use some seasoning, some salt and pepper. Okay, so let's get cooking. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're just going to add a couple of tablespoons of the oil. We're then going to go in with our onions, and our peppers. Okay, so I'm going to fry these off until they're soft and taken on a little bit of colour. Okay, so we've taken on a bit of colour now. So now we're going to go in with the celery and carrots, the garlic, that's 6 cloves, the red chilli, that's optional again, if you don't like spicy stuff then don't put it in. Okay, I'm going to give it another couple of minutes to let the vegetables that I've put in the garlic get a bit of colour, and then I'll come back. Okay, so the vegetables have had another couple of minutes, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the tomato puree. I've mixed it with water because then it just makes it easier to mix together. Give that a stir. Okay. Then we're going to go in with the squirrel. Obviously when you prepare your squirrel, just make sure that you've taken out any shots, and just keep an eye out for any hair as well, because it can be it does stick. So okay, so then we're going to go in with the 750 mils of the stock. Okay, give it a stir, just make sure that all the squirrels not sat on top of each other. So we're just going to put in a little bit of seasoning, some salt and some pepper. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to bring this to the boil, and then we're going to turn it to a really slow simmer, and we're going to give it about an hour to an hour and a quarter. Okay guys, so the this has been simmering now for just over an hour. As you'll see, there's not much sauce left, and the squirrel is nice and tender. So what I'm going to do now is just put this on back burner for a moment. I'll turn it off for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to fry off. So we want a little bit of oil, about a teaspoon. And we're going to go in with our sweet corn. So I'm going to give this a fry off until it starts taking a bit of colour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over the top, just in case, because we're going to try and give it some colour. It could start popping up a bit like popcorn, so I've just put that on there just to stop that for now. Okay, so my sweet corn's taken on a nice bit of colour there. You do need to put the lid over it when you're doing this. I've turned it right down now, so it's not spitting now, but it was spitting everywhere like popcorn. So now I'm going to add the broad beans. You'll notice what I've done is that I've actually taken the skins off them. You don't have to do that, but it gives them a nice brighter green colour, and also I really can't stand the thick skins on broad beans, so I'm just going to mix them. I'm going to warm them through, try not to bash them up too much if you've taken the skins off. So we're just going to give them a couple of minutes to warm through. Okay, so I'm now going to add the broad beans and sweet corn to the squirrel. So I'm just going to tip that in there, juices and all. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that over, mix it all in. If you've got a lot of sauce, you can add some corn flour, but as you can see, mine's reduced down quite nicely. So I'm just going to give this 2 minutes. Excuse me for leaning over. I'm going to give this 2 minutes with the top on, and then I'm going to serve it with some new potato smash. Okay, so the squirrel's now ready. I'm going to serve it with some new potato smash, which I've also got. I'll put a link to it in the video descriptions. So I'm just going to add that onto the plate, and we'll add a few of these lovely broad beans and smash. It smells brilliant. Can't wait to try this. It smells absolutely lush. Okay, so a bit more rabbit on top. Why not? Okay, so there it is. That's my squirrel, broad beans and sweet corn with my new potato smash. Okay, so let's give this a try. So it's just pulling away from the bone. It's nice and tender. That's really nice. That's lovely, that is. Perfectly cooked, just falling off, pulling away from the bone. A little bit of smash. Beautiful. Okay, so this is one for all you sort of squirrel shooters and hunters out there, I suppose. It's very nice. I think soaking it overnight in the milk mixture makes all the difference. It doesn't taste ever so gamey. It tastes, it does taste a game, but it's not overpowering. And the beans and the sweet corn just taste really nice in it as well. And the sauce is lovely. So I'll add the link for the potato smash in the video descriptions. Okay, like and subscribe.